Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're doing a pick a card reading on what are your best qualities and what makes you the most attractive. So I'm very excited to dive into this reading and to discover and unfold your amazing qualities. This is also timeless reading, so whenever you find it or it finds you, this is the perfect time for you to hear these messages. So for this reading we have 4 different piles that you can choose from. You can either choose by the number of the pile or by the deck or the crystal associated to it. Follow your intuition, you can never go wrong with it. And also if you feel attracted to multiple piles, that's also perfectly fine. Just go with what you feel the most drawn to. So for pile number 1 we have this piece of crystal pyramid quartz. I'm going to show you up close. That is associated with Buffy, the Vampire Slayer Tarot. For pile number 2, we have this piece of crystal or quartz. And it is associated to the Wild Lands Tarot. For pile number 3, we have this piece of Amethyst. And it is associated with the Rainbow Art Tarot. And finally, for pile number 4, we have this piece of Aventurine. I don't seem to be able to focus on the stone. Let's see. Okay. And is associated with the Modern Witch Tarot. So you can pause the video if you need more time to make your decision, and once you're ready you can scroll down in the comment section or the description box to find the timestamp associated to your pile. So I'm very excited to see you there. Bye! Hello pile 1, if you chose this piece of crystal pyramid quartz, then this is your rating on your best qualities and what makes you the most attractive. Yay, so I'm looking forward to jump into it immediately. So we're gonna first have a look at all the cards, all the tarot cards, and then we're gonna see them one by one with each clarifier. So we begin with the High Priestess. Beautiful. Oh, then we have the Hermit. Next we have Death. Wow, it's already 3 major arcana. A 4th major arcana, we have Strength. Oh my. And then we have the 10 of Stakes, which is the 10 of Wands. Wow. Like the amount of major arcana is incredible. I really feel like off the bat, because of these like out of 5 cards we have 4 major arcana, I feel like you're somebody that has a huge impact on people's life, a very positive, and I really like you're somebody that doesn't go unnoticed, and your influence, I feel like you have such a deep influence on people, and I feel like there is a lot of transformation and healing just for people just by hanging out with you and be associated with you. I feel like your presence alone, it's already a gift to spend time with and to interact with. So this is something I want to just share off the bat, because it just feels like a very powerful presence, beautiful, transformative, and healing. Wonderful. So now we're going to have a look at the first set of cards, which are really your core strengths. And we have the High Priestess as well as the 9 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. So I feel like as your core strength, I feel like number 1, you're extremely intuitive. You have a really high intuition. I feel like some of you might have quite developed like psychic gifts. The High Priestess is really the powerhouse of the psychic abilities, and I feel like there is such a deep knowledge of as well, like I feel like you know how to listen to your inner voice. You're very connected to that, but you also have an understanding on how the subconscious mind works, and you're very deep and you never stay on the surface. I feel like this like there is a high level of knowledge and depth within you. And I feel like these are like really the core strength of your personality. There is such a deep rooted knowledge that I feel like it comes from connecting as well to the divine, that is already like sets the area for this powerful presence that you have. And I feel like as well, like another of your core strength, whether you realize it or not, I feel like you have the capacity to manifest what you want. You have the capacity to manifest abundance and to manifest your dreams. And I feel like you do have the capacity to go towards things that in life bring you pleasure, that are your goals, your successes. You're not really necessarily somebody that doesn't think or believe that you don't deserve all of these amazing things. You know, like you go, you don't only like know what you want in that and you want to achieve, but I feel like you have the capacity to fully manifest your successes, your dreams, and you're able to get recognition as well for what you bring to the table, for your job, for what you offer. And it's an amazing core quality to have, because like it's just the layer to have a successful and very fulfilling life. I feel like you can you have the ability to live a fulfilling life, which is beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps. Next we have what makes you the most attractive to people, and we have the Hermit as well as the Star. Here we go. Another major arcana. I feel like what makes you the most attractive to people is like, number one, I feel like people see you as somebody with this knowledge, this light, and I feel like what makes you attractive as well is not just the fact that you have it, but I feel like they can feel and perceive that you're not a person that goes to somebody else to get the knowledge that you seek. You go within, and that has an element of independence as well to you, and the way you function in life. And I feel like a lot of people find that incredibly attractive, because they can see that you're very much somebody that is a giver, and it has a lot to bring to the table, and you don't necessarily kind of have to go to people to ask for guidance. If you need something, you go within, and you're very independent in that process. I feel like you're somebody that has already worked a lot on themselves, and that is something that is immediately perceived from the outside. And what makes you so attractive, I feel like people see you as incredibly bright, incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly lovely, but very independent at the same time. Very kind of like, okay, if I need to kind of reflect, I will take my time, I will take my space, and I feel like people are really drawn to this energy that you have. As well as I feel like people see, one thing that makes you really attractive is people see how much healing you bring to them, how much light and positivity, because of your light and inner knowledge. And as I said before, your presence, just by being your presence, people feel already impacted in a positive way. I feel like what makes you really attractive to everybody really is this positivity and this light that you bring to the table, that people use in a sense in different ways. Some people kind of take the route of the healing if they need healing. Some people take the route of just feeling lighter and feeling more clear after talking to you, spending time with you. And I feel like you're somebody that already gives this support and uplifting energy just by being you. And this is something that makes you extremely attractive to anybody really, whether from a romantic partner to friends to co-workers. It's just an incredible quality to have. Next we have the hidden talents that you might not even know you have. We have the Death card, as well as the King of Swords in reverse. So I feel like with this, because of your, as well, like your capacity to understand the subconscious mind, you have an hidden talent of really being able to alchemize and transform toxic behaviors, some patterns, especially things that come from the mind. I feel like anything that is like out of balance, like abuse of power, some type of manipulations, some type of toxic patterns that people have, I feel like you have the capacity, number one, to see them, to spot them straight away, but as well like the capacity to hand the toxic cycle and transform and alchemize what is negative in there. I feel like maybe some of you already are like work with people in terms of like psychologists, therapists, or coaches. This is something like a gift that you have that can really deeply help people to be unstuck and to kind of move and transform and evolve within their lives. So I feel like whether you're using it or not, and it's already part of like your life, or like it's still hidden to you, I feel like you have this alchemy quality to you that you can completely transform, especially from a mind point of view. You can really help people break patterns and repetitive negative cycles, especially linked to the mind and the belief. Next, we have how others perceive your qualities, like how you get perceived from outside. And we have the Strength card, as well as the Queen of Cups. I love that. So I feel like people see you as, number one, extremely strong, you know, like, and very much somebody that if you want something, you go for it. You're not kind of scared. You have a lot of like inner resources, and you're somebody that does take action when you know there is something that they want to do. So I feel like you actually, people like really admire this side of you, like you being able to go to manifest where you want to manifest, and to have the strength to face whatever obstacle the life throws at you. But I feel like equally, people really perceive and appreciate incredibly how compassionate you are. Like they see your intuition, they see how supporting, how giving, how empathic you are, and how much of a natural healer you are. And it's not just kind of like it's very clear to people around you what you bring to the table, and the caliber of the person that you are. And I feel like you're extra appreciated for this, because they see all the really, it's like you have a really good balance as well of masculine trait as well as like feminine traits, and people really admire you for the balance that you have, and how you move through life, and how you go about things. Next, we have how like further you can develop your best qualities. And we have the Ten of Wands, as well as the Justice card, another major arcana, by the way. I feel honestly that you have done already a huge amount of work on yourself, and all the qualities that you have are very much developed already. I do feel like that would support you to have less things on your plate, and if you tend to, from a caring place or from like wanting to do more, to try to kind of take less things on your plate, and just having more focus on yourself as well, and your needs, and having more balance with that, and not only to focus on the fairness side for others, or what other needs, but as well to prioritize yourself and your needs in that way, especially when it comes down to nurturing yourself, and not just only focusing all this beautiful energy that you have towards other people instead of yourself. I feel like in terms of developing like any qualities, you already have everything. It's just kind of nurturing yourself more and giving the quality that you have as well to yourself, and not just to others, because it's beautiful to be a gift for other people, but you also want to be able to give a gift for yourself at this level and at this point. So this is what I'm seeing for you, my dear pile one. You're very welcome to let me know if this resonates, and if you would like to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful, and I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 2, if you chose this piece of crystal or quartz, then this is your rating on what are your best qualities and what does make you so attractive. So we're gonna first have a look at all the cards, and then we're gonna look at the clarifiers for each set of cards. So we begin with the Knight of Cups, then we have Empress, fit everything. We have the Devil. It's already getting interesting. Oh, we have the Fool. So we already have 3 major arcana out of 4 cards. Incredible. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Fit everything in. So we begin with really your core strength, and we have the Knight of Cups as well as the 3 of Wands. So I feel like some of your core strength, I feel like number one, like you're an extremely charming person. Like that's like the first thing that came through is like very, very charming. Like the type of like lover boy or lover girl, you know, like you're just instantly, like people resonate with you. You're very, I feel like there is a lot of like heightened emotional awareness within you. And, you know, I feel like you're the type of person that love, you know, like, and yes, you result like very charming. And I feel like you also have this romantic streak within you that it's all put together to, you know, like the quality that makes you that charming. But I feel like this is really like a core strength for you, because it's just instantly people, maybe not everybody just loves you immediately, but you have this charm that people notice, and that like you're the type of person that doesn't go unnoticed in that sense. And I feel like as well as core strengths, you have like, you're somebody with confidence, you know, like you have like, you know, your qualities, you know what you can bring to the table, and you have this type of foresight where you can see ahead what you need to do, what you want to accomplish, and there is like an innate I want to say pressure to grow, but like wanted to grow and evolve. Like it's within you. I feel like it's this type of fire that is like, you know, you want to manifest your best life, and you're ready to expand and grow, and there is this foresight that is really kind of helps you in this path, and I feel like these are your main core strength. Next we have what makes you the most attractive to people, and we have the Empress as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like what people find really attractive about you is that you're somebody that knows how to take care of themselves. You know, like you're like an incredible caretaker, but you're also able to do it not just for others but also for yourself. And people feel this energy. There is a natural luxury that comes to your presence, and by luxury I mean like this element of nurturing, of abundance. I feel like you like almost, I want to say expand abundance, but like you bring this frequency of abundance, of possibilities. I feel like when people hang out with you, they're just like inspired by like, oh my god, maybe I can do this, or they see you how you live your life and they get inspired by that. So you're somebody that really does inspire people, and I feel like that makes you very, very attractive. And yeah, like another thing that really comes through very strongly, I feel like what makes you really attractive, like, I mean, I'm gonna say plain as it is, but I feel like you're very like beautiful, you know, like you're a person that between your charm and the aesthetics, like people find attractive, like objectively attractive. But I feel like one thing that adds as well to your charm and to your attractiveness is that you embody your sensuality and sexuality, and people are really drawn to that. So I feel like you're just kind of like the type of magnetic presence that people are just kind of like, who is this? So yeah, I feel like this is the part that makes you the most attractive. And again, is like, I feel like people get generally really inspired by you. They sometimes they look up to you, sometimes they just kind of spend time with you, and like oh my god, you know, like having talked with this person kind of inspire me to start to do this. You just bring out the possibility within them, and this because I feel like you have as well an element that you're very grounded. I think another element that people feel like you know, like is attractive about you, you give this feeling of being very stable. They can rely on you. If you say something, you're gonna do it. And that makes as well very, very attractive. But I feel like especially is this charm that you have, this embodiment of your sensuality and sexuality, your beauty, and as well this possibility, this sense of possibility that you give to people, this abundance that you have around yourself. So very beautiful, my dear pile number 2. Next we have what are your hidden talents, and we have the devil as well as the hangman. So I feel like in your case is like one hidden talent that you might not be fully aware about, or like you are but you don't use it to the full extent. I feel like you do have the capacity to shift the perspective, or not react, or having like this moment of surrender when negative things happen. I feel like you are able to learn from things that are challenging, like addiction, like negative or toxic pattern, temptations. I feel like you have the capacity to not immediately react, but to kind of learn, like get the learning from that experience, whatever that might be, and have a moment of pause, and then kind of have the learning that you need to have, and then kind of move on. So I feel like you have a very healthy way to deal with challenges, to deal with things that are uncomfortable. And I feel like this is mainly towards yourself, but I feel like you're also the person that people come to talk to when they have something that they're struggling with, because they know they can get really good advice from you, because you give them this perspective that is it's kind of new. It's a new perspective that helps them in the same way to allow them to kind of learn more from the situation, to like let go maybe sometimes, to take a breather and just not act impulsively. So I feel like you're like the type of friends that people go to when, or the type of partner that people go to when they have this type of issue that they don't know how to deal. And I feel like it's something that the message that I'm getting with this is something that you can even expand more if you wanted to, and add tools to it to support to do that, whether it is, for example, tarot, or like energy work, or like some type of divination, or psychology, or coaching. But like you do have this this quality that you can help yourself and as well other people in the process. So it's something that I feel like you can definitely grow more into and develop further, depending on as well which channel you want to use to support yourself and other people to do that. Next we have how others perceive your qualities, how you get perceived from a sign in that sense for your qualities. And we have the Fool as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like with this is like, especially with the Fool, like people see your qualities as like, I feel like they see you as being like a carefree person, like a very light person to be around. You don't come across as like the heavy burden type of personality, and I feel like they see how much like you you have this ease to begin new things. You have to trust when you begin them. It's not this kind of like, oh, I'm beginning this but I'm scared. They see like how you can throw yourself in a new adventure and be totally like trusting and light about it and no concern and scare. And I feel like this is like some of the things that also very much inspire people, is this capacity of like, in a sense, be spontaneous and trustworthy, but at the same time I feel like they see you as well in a way that is not just that what you get is out of luck. They also see the type of perseverance and hard work that you put into things, and the type of like work and long-term investment that you do put in the things that you do. And it's not just luck, it's not that just when I think about you, pile 2, they're so lucky, it's like, no, they can also see the work and the commitment that you put into once you do begin something. So I feel like the qualities that really come across, I feel like especially within a work type of environment, projects, or they can see how dedicated you are, but also how light you are about things and how trusting and how like free-spirited you are. So that's quite beautiful. And finally, we have how to further like increase your best qualities, and we have the 9 of Wands as well as the 2 of Wands. So I feel like one important message that is coming through like immediately is like, whenever you find something that you're struggling with is like, and you maybe close to accomplish that project, whatever you set out to do, to make sure that you don't give up, like to make sure that you do, go for the last step. And if that means making some boundaries with some people, that is an important thing to do, because boundaries is another thing that comes through that sometimes is important to, like have stronger boundaries, especially being so charming and bright and nurturing as you are. People can really, I want to say take advantage, but want to spend maybe more time with you, or like infect you with some sort of negative perspective or negative belief. And it's important with certain people and certain environment, you do put some strong boundaries, because because you're a very bright soul. And as well, like another thing that is coming through in terms of like how to increase your qualities is as well to, when you can, add more planning. That doesn't mean that you have to be kind of stuck to a schedule or to a structure, especially if you're like somebody more free-spirited or more spontaneous, but to have like an overview and like the next type of element, and plan what you can, and then within the planning allow yourself to flow where you feel like the moment is calling you, but still like allow yourself to have at least a basic planning in front of you, because it will really help you to increase your qualities, increase what you want to manifest, and increase the vision that you have for growth and expansion. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you, my dear pal number 2. You can let me know if this resonated, and if you'd like to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful, and I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 3, if you chose this piece of amethyst, then this is your reading on what are your best qualities and what makes you so attractive. So we're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna first reveal all the first tarot cards, and then we're gonna see the clarifier for each card. So to begin with, we have the King of Pentacles. Next we have the 9 of Pentacles. 4 Pentacles. We already have 3 cards are all Pentacles. Very interesting. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. 4 cards are Pentacles. And oh my god. No Pentacles. I honestly never had that. Like, wow, out of 5 cards, all Pentacles is incredible. Wow, you have so much abundance around you and within you. It's insane, honestly. Wow, okay, we're gonna get into it in a moment, but amazing, amazing. Okay, so we begin with the first set of cards, which represent your core strength. And we have the King of Pentacles as well as the Death card. So I feel like your core strength really, like the first thing that like immediate pops in is like you are a leader. Like you're like the definition of a leader, like true practical leader, somebody that can bring prosperity. You're incredibly skilled when it comes down to the business side of things as well. Like you know how to bring success, you know how to bring money in. Like you're just somebody like very like that attract fortune, and you're also strong-willed, like it's not that it just comes to you because you're nice about things. No, you really go for what you want. You know what you want, as I said, especially like on the business side of things. Like you go for the things that you want to manifest. You have a really incredible business sense, and you're also very generous. I feel like you're the type of person everybody would want to have as a boss. And I feel like you also have the capacities, like as core strength, like you know how to handle changes very well. Like you know how to alchemize and transform when is the time. I feel like a lot of these things, especially in the business front, but I feel like in general as well for many of you as well in life, like you can sense when there is a time that you have to let go of something, you have to conclude something. I feel like you're in tune with the transformation process of like death and rebirth, and you know how to go with that. And I feel like that's why as well within the business side you are very skilled, because you know how to recognize the different stages. When is the time to push? When is the time to let go? When is the time to start anew? When is the time to close something down? And I feel like these are really valuable asset for you, like and they're gonna bring you so much prosperity because of the depth that you understand and you accept, and you go with these different cycles is also what allows you to be this incredible leader. Next we have what are the things that makes you the most attractive, and we have the Nine of Pentacles as well as the Chariot. Well, first of all, I feel like you're somebody conventionally attractive, like, and I feel like you're like somebody sophisticated, somebody that people from outside see like, oh my God, like you have like something about you that it's very elevated. I feel like you also like luxury or a sense of like this prosperity, and I feel like people perceive it when they meet you. Like they can sense that you're all about quality and about like high standards, and I feel like some people when they meet you they're actually a bit intimidated by you. I feel like you come across, and what is also what makes it very attractive to from the outside world to people is that you come across as very kind of like action oriented. Like you're somebody that go for what they want and they succeed. You have a lot of like willpower, like that, like that kind of really come across as very, very sexy. Like you're not somebody to be messed with, and yeah, I feel like people are almost intimidated when they meet you, but at the same time they're like beyond attracted of like the standard, the quality. And I feel like you also take incredible good care of like your body and your temple, and because of within this high quality type of life, like again this is something that people really immediately perceive about you, whether it's like the food you eat, how you treat your body, like how much fitness do you do, and it is extremely attractive to people. So yes, like you're just a very attractive person. Next we have the like a hidden talent that you have that you might not know about it, and we have the Four of Pentacles as well the Four of Wands. So I feel like apart from the obvious part of being able to create economical stability, or to help other people to create that, to first one create for yourself, but as well maybe if you want for other people, I feel like you also have this capacity to have contemplation, this introspection. And I feel like this type of introspection that you have, because you're not like somebody that is impulsive, somebody that jumps at things at the wrong time. Like you take your time, And I feel like the one hidden talent is that you might not realize that you have this capacity to bring like harmony, especially to people that are very close to you, like family, friends. It is something because you're not somebody like you there is something about you that is very stable and is very thought through, and very balanced. I feel like you have this quality and this talent to, you know, harmonize yourself, but as well harmonize other people in that sense. And I feel like you give this sense of stability. Like if somebody's feeling like unsettled for some reason, you give them this sense of like groundedness and stability, and you may even not realize that you do that because you don't do that consciously, but your presence, your way of being just transmit that. And I feel like this is a very specific message that might resonate for some of you, but I feel like some of you have also this hidden talent of making great like parties or gatherings, maybe just for fun, you know. But I feel like there is a lot of like you're very detail oriented, and you kind of see, and like by being this great leader, you know, and you see what people need or want, and it's like you have this hidden talent of like making this incredible celebration or events for people, especially family, friends, people that you care about. Yeah, it's kind of like a hidden extra talent that is in there. And next we have how to perceive your quality, your best qualities. And we have Ace of Pentacles as well as the Page of Swords. So number one, I feel like people see you as well from the outside as somebody very curious, somebody very communicative, very open, and they see it as somebody that is always looking for not necessarily the next thing, but like always kind of looking for knowledge, always reaching out for the thing that can make you grow and expand. Like you never stay like stagnant, and people really appreciate that about you, because I feel like you're the type of person that, like in terms of quality, they see and think like if pile number three see like a possibility or an opportunity, they're not gonna let it pass by. Like they see, like you get to be perceived and seen as somebody that will never let an opportunity like run away, and they see you as the person that can manifest literally whatever they want. And again, this is another thing that makes you feel like really attractive, but it's really perceived very clearly from outside, especially from as well people that know you well, how like almost like relentless you are. Like when you see an opportunity, it's like you're gonna go for it. There is no way, you know, like you're gonna miss out on that. And it's something like, and you're very agile with that, because what we said at the beginning, like I feel like you know and you feel this movement of ending and beginnings and transformation and pause, you know them very well. So it's like you jump on those trains, those moments whenever they come by, and you don't miss them, and that is very clearly perceived from outside. Finally, we have how to further like increase your best qualities. We have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Page of Cups. I feel like you have this, whether you already have manifested them or not, you have this incredible capacity to manifest incredible wealth. Incredible wealth. So if it hasn't come yet, I mean, this is like, if you chose this pile, you have it within you. You have the possibility to manifest, I mean, yeah, long-term family wealth. And I feel like an important aspect to this is making sure that in the process you always stay true to your inner child, to that essence inside of you that is the dreamer, you know, is the sensitivity within the leader, you know, the parts that is, you know, as the ideal side and wants to go for things that kind of really moves them, and that you always keep this side of you alive, because this is what kind of like also guides a lot of these willing for exploration, willing to be always looking for something that makes you expand and grow, and for knowledge and new adventures. So I feel like you know, having the knowledge and understanding that yes, you know, I can manifest whatever I want if I put myself up to it, but never have to forget the dreamer part of me and the inner child within yourself, because there is so many gifts that there is there for you to connect with this part of you. And it's really important not to lose sight of it, even if we're talking about from a business setting, because you can truly manifest everything that you want, but you can also live a life that is truly fulfilling. It's not just about acquiring material wealth, but living a truly fulfilling life with a really harmonious with your family, people around you. So I feel like you have the possibility to manifest all of this. So I'm very excited for you, my dear pile 3. You're very welcome to let me know if this resonated. I would love to hear. And if you feel like you would like to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful, and I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 4. If you chose this piece of Aventurine, then this is your reading on what are your best qualities and what makes you the most attractive. So we're gonna get immediately into it, and we're gonna first show all the first tarot cards, and then we're gonna get into the clarifier for each card. I apologize for the sun already coming in, but it's the time of the day. So we begin with the Page of Swords. You're not gonna be able to see very well the cards in the sun, but unfortunately it is what it is. 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, okay. Ace of Cups, I'm gonna put them a bit more this direction. And then we have the Tower. Oh la la. Alright. So we begin with the first set of cards that represent your core strength, and we have the Page of Swords as well as the 4 Pentacles. Interesting, we have, well, we're gonna get into in a second. So I feel like with these cards, like number one, like some of your core strength with the Page of Swords, I feel like you're somebody very communicative, very curious. Like somebody that really has a thirst for knowledge, and like you're the definition of a truth seeker. And I feel like you're somebody that is like, it's all about new beginnings, and it's about like getting inspired by new ideas. There is a lot of creativity and excitement. Like there is a lot of idealism and creativity and just this spark to begin new things. And I feel like this is added to an element of being somebody quite contemplative. You're not somebody that just jumps into things like out of the blue randomly. And there is a lot of like stability within yourself as really as a core strength. You're somebody very grounded and like stable in the way you are, in the choices that you make, in how you portray yourself, and you like to put this firm foundation to things. You don't like to just kind of randomly jump into new things, and it's like there is, when you start something new, you do it from a contemplative space, and you do it with a commitment. There is a sense of commitment when you do things. Next, we have the most, like, what makes it the most attractive to people. And we have again the 4 Pentacles, as well as the 2 Pentacles. So I feel like in the same way we were saying before, what really people like, why people find you attractive is that people can feel you're somebody very committed, you're somebody very reliable, and a lot of people find you extremely attractive because they know they can count on you. They know that you're gonna be there when you say you're gonna be there. And I feel like they see that you're somebody, when I say serious, what other word I can use for serious? You're not somebody that just does things out of random, like that changes their mind. You're not somebody that changes their mind randomly. You're not somebody that just chooses to spend time with that person randomly. So I feel like what makes you really attractive to people is the fact that it's possible to see through very fast, that you're somebody very committed, very genuine, very stable, that people are really attracted to, because you do what you say, you know, like by being also a truth seeker, I feel like people see how honest you are and how loyal you are, and it's just something that makes you really attractive to them, as well as like you have the capacity to kind of like juggle different tasks at the same time, and to still give whether it is your friends or your partner enough time, like, so you have this incredible capacity to juggle things in a very balanced way, that people still feel like you do make time for them or for work that you have, and you're not putting anything things aside, or you don't forget about them. So I feel like this is what really makes attractive in their eyes, and they feel like it's a person that you're a person that they want in their life because all these amazing qualities that you have. Next, we have a hidden talent that you might not be aware of, or you might. And we have the Eight of Swords, as well as the Ten of Swords. This is interesting, came similar messages for the majority of the groups. I feel like you're somebody that people feel very comfortable come and talk to about their problems, and I feel like you have the capacity to support people through very challenging realities, like really serious, like betrayal, like big losses, some really like difficult patterns of negative, like maybe even thoughts are like can be like really negative and very very dense, and like you have this hidden talent where people really trust you and trust your opinion, and I feel like whenever you speak to them, you're coming from a place of care, and some of you might be already psychologists or therapists, but if you're not, and this is more of like a hidden talent, you have this capacity to make people feel they can open up, and they can talk about the most difficult struggles, and you create this sense of trust for them to open up to you. So I feel like this is a really beautiful hidden talent. Next, we have how other perceive your best qualities, and we have the Ace of Cups as well as the Two of Swords. So I feel like specifically with sorry, stuff is falling down. With the Ace of Cups, we have like, you know, people really see, as we said before, within your construct. I feel like they see you as somebody very creative, somebody very capable of expressing their emotions, somebody very emotionally open and available, and that really everything that you do it with love and care. And I feel like this is some of the qualities that people perceive of you immediately. Like there is an healing aspect as well of spending time with you, being with you. You bring a sense of like comfort. And I feel like you have this element of compassion as well, like within you, that can be towards yourself, but especially towards other people. And people immediately see that. And I feel like as well, like they see you as somebody that doesn't stay with a shoe, like one foot in two shoes, like somebody very clear on where they stand, what type of direction they want to go, what type of like choice they're gonna make. So as I said before, like somebody very reliable and very very honest. Finally, we have how to further like increase your best qualities, and we have the Tower as well as the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting a specific message here that might not resonate with everybody, but I'm just gonna say what it comes through. So I feel like because of your like caring aspect and, you know, element of commitment, it's hard for you to maybe get out of like commitments that you made, or like foundation that you already set with people, whether it is work, relationship based. But I feel like one message that is coming through, that is important to allow the type of structure and connection created to fall apart if they're not have that firm foundation. It's not that, I feel like it's an important message that is coming through, that is, if they are firm, you will feel they are firm. You will feel like you don't have to keep things together yourself. But if they are not firm, to fully allow them to crumble, and it's not your fault. Like, to allow that crumbling to happen in the most fast way possible, because I understand it's hard for somebody that is very committed. If you made a previous commitment and you really want to see something through, and you're like, I don't want to give up on this, but sometimes some things are meant to end, and it's nobody's fault. There is no more you can do. It's important that you let go, and you allow whatever is that job or that relationship to kind of end, in order to find a new, firmer foundation to build it with another job or another person. And I feel like another message is coming through, that is how to like increase your qualities, is as well to really step in the shoes of a leader, to be more really practical, to especially like if you want to grow your business, you're in a space that you want to grow your abundance, to really focus on your prosperity, on working on the project that you want to work on, but in general just kind of bring out the quality of a leader that you do have. I feel like sometimes maybe there is more caring about other people and what other people needs, or the commitments that you previously made, to honor them, instead of like focusing on what you want to manifest, you want to bring to life. So I feel like this is another message that is coming through. My dear pile number 4, I hope this reading resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments, and if you'd like to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful, and I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye.